here for the Huskies. Thomas Hammock, Josh Holst, Devontae O'Malley. Coach, going to start us off with a statement about today's game.
Yeah, obviously we didn't get the job done today, but extremely proud of the effort, the 1-2 of our football team. There's nothing to hold your head down about. You played as hard as you can play, and we didn't get the result that we wanted. But, we can build off from this. Obviously, we need to be better on offense from a situational standpoint. Third down, fourth down, we were going to be very aggressive in our approach to try to win the game. But we didn't make the plays necessary. But like I told our football team, these guys work extremely hard. They put a lot into it. And that's why we have the 5 fights, right? It's us versus them. And us is everybody in that locker room that are putting the work in to be really, really good. And I couldn't be more proud of them as people, as men, as football players for doing things the right way. And we didn't get the result we wanted, but we'll learn from it, we'll grow from it, but we will certainly not put our head down and be frustrated from a football game. We will get better. We got 5 more games left in the season. We got a big one next week for a rivalry, and we'll get ourselves ready to play and go on the road against Ball State.
A little surprised for a low-scoring game today?
I think it's 2 of the top defenses in the MAC, so I guess I can't say I'm surprised. I thought we made some plays. We just didn't execute situationally. We got a quarterback out there for the first time, and he's getting his feet wet, and I'm sure he's going to want some of these plays back as he sees them, but he'll grow from that. And I think that's the beauty of football. Week to week, you can make great gains and leaps in your ability to play better.
Coach, you go 2 for 8 on 4th down today. Just what was making you feel confident about some of those 4th down attempts you made?
Yeah, no, we was going for the win. We were not going to hold anything back, and we just didn't make the plays in those situations. So I trust our players. We are not going to, not be aggressive the rest of the season. So we will continue to trust them and put them in the best position possible to be successful in those situations.
What did you see as kind of the disconnect? You guys had 391 yards of offense, not only only the 6 points. What did you kind of see, that caused that disconnect?
Well, we wasn't good on 3rd down, and we wasn't good on 4th down. So, if you're not good on 3rd down and you're not good on 4th down, you're not staying on the field, and that's the disconnect. We were 4 of 19 on 3rd down, and 2 of 8 on 4th down. So, that's the game. We had yards on 1st and 2nd down, and when it got to critical situation, we did not advance the chains and do what we need to do.
Josh, just tell us how you felt out there as your first start as a collegiate quarterback.
Yeah, obviously it's cool to go out there and have your first start, but it felt fine. We just need to make a lot more plays, and everybody just needs to be out there, be confident in each other, and being able to just have that one play to get us going and not have penalties and just be smart and play good football.
Devontae, overall, how would you say the defense played today?
We definitely could have done better in the run game. Definitely could have did better on 3rd down. So it's just stuff that the defense got to critique a lot because we're not perfect. So.
Coach, could you just talk a bit about the penalties you had today? You had 7 for about 75 there.
Yeah, this was a crew that called a lot of penalties, so it is what it is. We want to least penalized teams in the country. So I'll have to look at the tape and figure out what was legit and what wasn't.
I know you talk about tendencies a lot. On a lot of the 4th downs, maybe not the longer ones toward the end, but early on, there were a few 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s. A lot of them seem to be, just the runs at the middle, trying to plunge, get the yard. Are you confident in the line in those situations, obviously?
Yeah, we're one of the best running teams in the country. So I have great confidence in our line. And it wasn't 4th and 2s when we were running the ball. It was 4th and a half a yard, 4th and 1. So, if you can't get a yard in that situation, you don't deserve to win. And we didn't get it, and that's the bottom line. So there were obviously things guys could have did differently as individuals to be successful in those plays. They did not get it done, and we have to live with that. But if I got in that situation again, I would do the same thing. I'm a bet on our players to make the plays necessary to go win the game.
Coach, you got Trayvon Rudolph back today, and you also got Ontario back today. What was it like to get those guys back on the offensive side of the ball for you?
Yeah, no, it was good to have them back. Obviously, they still working themselves back. I think they'll be a lot further ahead next week than they were this week. With another week of practice and another week feeling more healthy, and we expect to be a lot more dynamic as we continue to go throughout the rest of the season. But they were on the pitch count, obviously. They haven't played in a couple of weeks, still working themselves back injury-wise as well. But they were healthy enough to play. I think they will continue to get better as we go throughout the next 5 weeks.
This one's for Josh and Devontae. Could you just kind of describe what went well on your sides of the ball for your respective sides?
I mean, we moved the ball pretty well. Like you said, we had almost 400 total yards of offense, but we just obviously couldn't punch it in, and that's if you don't score a touchdown, it's hard to win a game. So, especially when you have a top 5 defense in the country, you need to be able to score touchdowns.
Just rallying to the ball, getting a lot of 3 and outs, just getting off the field on third down. That's big, and those are big moments for the defense. I feel like we executed well.
Yeah, Devontae looked like another strong third down performance for you guys. I know you're one of the top in the country at that. Just how much pride does this defense take in, being so efficient on third down and getting other teams' offenses off the field?
Yeah, it starts with practice. We put a nice game plan in every week of practice. And we just come out and show on game day.
I'll open this one up to any or all of you. Second straight game, like a home game against a MAC opponent. You get a massive fan attendance, you call for the fans, and you lose at home. What do you say to them?
Yeah, I think our players work extremely hard. If you're a fan, you should show up, and if not, then that's fine. We still got to play the game. So we certainly appreciate the people that did come. They were loud. They created a home field advantage. And our players feed off of that. So hopefully the next home game, more people can show up. But you can't control if people come or not. That's a part of the. But it was great to have a lot of alumni back, a lot of former players. We had some guys come talk to our team last night that played here before, and they have a lot of pride in the program. And we will continue to move forward. But we're going to win. It's not a matter of if, it's when. And, I guess when we start winning a whole bunch, then people show up more.
Coach, often you talk about throughout the week the importance of special teams. You got some good returns, but you also had some poor field goals again today. Just how can you guys get those things corrected for the future? Yeah,
we missed one field goal. I thought our special teams played really, really good today, to be honest with you. That's a really good special teams unit from a kickoff return and punt return, and we were able to hold them to minimal yards. So I'm really proud of our special teams. We obviously got to punt the ball better to flip the field position. But the field goal, it was a deeper shot. I don't think he hit it well and kind of came off his foot the wrong way.
Anything else for these guys?